welcome to Gagajoy's Cooking. This is Gagajoy, and I'm glad you dropped in today. As you see with this big mess, I'm cutting up the Thanksgiving turkey for, I always do this 2 days after Thanksgiving so I can make turkey broth, turkey soup for this winter. I use a lot of the, I always take the skin off and use the bones. I've got a lot of bones already in there, and I'm doing this biggest one now. And then what I have left of the meat, I usually make turkey salad with it. So, and this was such a huge turkey. We were, I think it was like 25 pounds. And it was so good and moist because we were those kind of people that like to brine a turkey. So, we still had turkey left over. Now I'm taking the skin off. I always take the skin off. And just, I've got a big stew pot here, as I call it. Just keep adding it in there. And I let it cook for 3 or 4 hours. It cooks down. And then I strain it, put it in my containers for soup this after Christmas. I use one batch of it for my dressing at Christmas, so I can stretch it a long way. And I think you'll like it that way. Because it really, you can't buy anything this good. And you might as well use it when it's there for you. Now this is going down in here real good. There's a piece of skin, we'll get that off. Now to that, I'm going to add, it'll take about a gallon of water, so I've got half a gallon in there and I'm adding that. Now to that pot, I'm going to add garlic. You don't have to cut it up because it's going to all be strained off. Anything that you put in there will be strained off at the end. I used about 4 garlic. Lots of celery. Here's some more. An onion. I'm going to use 2 onions. I've got one more here. And I do add a couple lemons. Lemon makes anything taste good or improves it. Just sort of gives it a fresher taste. I think this was a bad year for citrus fruit. Honestly, there's so little juice in the lemons and limes, it's unbelievable. Okay, now, right now you don't add any salt, pepper, no flavorings, no spices, nothing. After this, I put it, and when you open it up from the freezer, that's when you add your spices. It's no use doing it now, they sort of dissipate anyway. So I'm going to put a top on this. I'm going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to put a top on it, bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to put it down on low simmer for about 4 hours. Well, as you see, our turkey broth is ready. I'm going to strain a little bit of it so I can make a little bit of noodle soup for my son. And the rest, I'm going to let it cool down and freeze it for a cold, snowy day this winter. Now I'm going to put it on the stove. Let it boil again, and then we're going to throw some noodles in it. Okay, now I've got my broth getting hot, and I'm going through here, and I'm going to pick some turkey, a little bit of turkey in my noodles, not too much, or it doesn't work well. I'm just picking maybe a cup, maybe not that much. I'm putting my turkey in here. Now this broth goes to the freezer when it cools. I'll put it in 2 different containers because that's enough for 2 pots of soup. Now I'm going to drop my noodles in the soup that's on the stove. And the broth that's on the stove for my soup. I'm using the creamettes. There's so many different kinds of noodles. I actually sometimes get the ones a little bit bigger than this. And I'll tell you what I like to do is I like to mix noodles. Get 2 different sized noodles. That works real well too. Well, I've already tasted it, so I'm going to put a little bit of, not much salt, I'm going to put a teaspoon in there, and not that much pepper. It's all got all the seasonings from when it was cooked, so. The noodles are done, my son will be happy. I've got my oven cut off. It is, look. I'm a soup lover. My glasses are stinging. Oh, those noodles are so rich and good. Yeah. If you try this, you'll have a very good bowl of soup. I usually like to use mine after Christmas when the big snow comes or something, make turkey noodle soup. It's delicious. We've had a good time today, and the sous chef has got to go do the cleaning. See you next time. Remember the joy. See you soon.